is important in the morning. When the mistress washes the breakfast things, and puts them in their proper places, and counts the spoons and other articles, she can see when anything is missing. A mop is useful for glass and china. Keep a pan or a small tub for the purposes of holding the water, which should not be too hot. If tea things are put in very hot water, it'll be apt to crack them, or they will look smeared. Put a little soap in the water, wash the glass first, then the silver, then the cups and saucers, and lastly the plates and knives and forks. If spoons have been used with eggs, put them to soak immediately to prevent their turning dark. Have a common waiter for the pan to stand in, and on it drain your tea things. Spoons, when used with care, require polishing but seldom, as it wears the silver away. Dinner dishes should be washed first in moderately warm water and soap, rinsed in hot water, and drained before wiping. Put everything in its proper place, and inspect your pantry and cellar frequently. Sometimes things are forgotten, for want of attention, until they are spoiled. Air the cellar frequently. Do not let refuse vegetables accumulate, or anything that would be likely to cause sickness. You should provide coarse towels of different kinds, for china and glass, and for dinner dishes, also knife cloths. Have them marked and kept in their proper places. Some persons have their towels washed out every day, but it is better to save them for the weekly wash. If towels are thrown aside damp, they are liable to mildew. You should keep dusters of several kinds. Old silk handkerchiefs are best for highly polished furniture, or an old barege veil answers a good purpose. For common purposes, a square of coarse muslin or check is suitable. You should keep one floor cloth for chambers, and one for the kitchen. Keep brooms for different purposes. Always use a soft one for carpets. As soon as they wear stiff, they will do for the kitchen or pavements. Pouring a little hot water on a broom softens it for carpets. You may save tea leaves to sprinkle over your carpet. When you give a thorough sweeping, this will brighten it, and occasionally to wipe it over with a cloth that has been wrung out of hot water cleanses it. Of course, this is only required for carpets in constant use. It is of great importance to health that sleeping apartments should be well aired and swept. If you sleep in an apartment where there has been a fire during the day, it should be well aired before going to bed, or if the room is close, having a little air admitted so as not to blow on persons that are asleep. A window that will lower from the top is an advantage. Beds should be well aired before they are made. Take the clothes off and leave them at least an hour. In pleasant weather, you may keep your chamber windows hoisted for several hours, and even in cold weather the windows may be kept up a short time. And if on any occasion you may be obliged to have the beds made without airing, turn the clothes halfway down, and leave them for several hours. Some persons have cheap calico covers to spread over beds while the room is swept. This is a good plan on account of the dust. Bolster and pillow tucks wear better if you have a check case basted on. This should be changed, washed, and starched occasionally. It is a good plan also to have check covers for mattresses and feather beds, but the covers should not be kept on beds that are not in use, lest they should be liable to moth. In winter, a blanket should be put next to a bed that is not often slept in, or for a delicate person, and be particularly careful that sheets are dry before they are put away. In summer, it is most healthy to have your chamber floor bare, and have it washed occasionally. It is important to examine your clothes after they come from the wash, and see that they are perfectly dry before they are put away. End of Section 19. Remarks. Recorded by Marlo Diane. March 10, 2006. Pisgah West, Prince Edward Island.